What's going on, everybody? I am the Kilted Cajun, and in an interesting turn of events, Sony announced a price increase to their PlayStation 5 across selective markets, claiming due to global economic environment, including high inflation rates. Sony came out to announce new recommended retail price coming to select markets. In these markets, it looks like the price increase will be roughly about $50 US. Markets in Europe, UK, Japan, China, Australia, Mexico, and Canada. So it looks like the United States is going to be excluded from this price increase. Not much, not like that matters, considering the availability of the PlayStation console, PS5 console, unless, of course, you want to get it on the secondary market from the scalpers. It's been 2 years. A few people have talked about this, but it's been 2 years since the PlayStation 5 came out. And most of the time, after 2, 3 years, you would see a price decrease due to the progression of technology, the decrease in um, production costs, the increase in availability of more powerful technology, more popular technology, and whatnot. But Sony just thought it would be a good idea to jack up the price another $50. Some people might think it's all that big, but I don't know. So the global economic, this is from the PlayStation blog. The global economic environment is a challenge that many of you around the world are no doubt experiencing. We're seeing high global inflation rates. Yeah, no shit. As well as, thanks, as well as adverse currency trends impacting consumers and creating pressure on many industries. We'll get there. Based on the challenging economic conditions, Sony Interactive Entertainment has made the difficult, give us more money, made the difficult decision to increase the recommended retail price of PlayStation 5 in select markets across Europe, Middle East, and Africa, Asia Pacific, Latin America, as well as Canada. These prices, there will be no price increase in the United States. Oh, goody. Scroll down. So while this price increase is necessary given the current global economic environment and its impact on Sony Interactive Entertainment's business, our top priority continues to be improving the PS5 supply situation. Yeah, that would be nice. I can think of a lot of people who would be ecstatic about getting their hands on the PlayStation. Of course, a lot of people kind of see it in this as you're going to save them money because they're just going to go buy a computer. Supply situation. Jesus Christ. What horseshit. The problem with the supply situation of most of the next gen consoles is the scalpers eating them up almost instantly when they go on sale and trying to turn around on the secondary market, mostly eBay, for I know in the beginning it was double and triple. Now I think maybe they make $200. After a while, it's going to take a little while before it is no longer profitable for them. So as long as they're making enough to cover shipping and eBay costs, eBay listing fees, and all that other stuff, they're going to keep doing it, and there's no reason not to. Why? Because people still going to pay. I mean, Christ, people were paying $1,500 for a PlayStation 5. $2,000 for a PlayStation 5. Hell, if I could have gotten my hands on a few to scalp, I would have done it myself. And if you think that's terrible, well, you're wrong, because why wouldn't you do it? Scalpers scalp because it's a buyer's market. People are going to buy. If people weren't buying them, scalpers wouldn't be gobbling them all up. It's just that simple. Stop blaming the scalpers for taking advantage of a demand. But I digress. Microsoft has decided yet again, in the greatest way possible, Microsoft has decided to respond to PlayStation's price hike by claiming Xbox will not follow suit. Just yesterday, Sony announced that, oh, get the hell off my screen. Just yesterday, Sony announced that it would be increasing the prices of the PlayStation 5 across various regions outside of the US. They announced the price increase, of course, like I just said, because of inflation and the economic crisis or whatever. Well, Microsoft wants to ensure their gamers that the same will not happen for the Xbox Series consoles. So, why is Xbox able to come out and say, nah, we're not going to increase our prices, while PlayStation says we have to increase our prices because global economic problems? Windows Central has obtained a statement from a Microsoft spokesperson who has confirmed that Xbox consoles will not be seeing a price change anytime soon. The spokesman said, quote, "We are constantly evaluating our business to offer our fans great gaming options. Our Xbox Series S suggested retail price remains $299 USD." So that's definitely good news for people who actually get their hands on one. While Sony cited high global inflation rates as well as adverse currency trends and high global inflation rates as well as adverse. You repeated the same thing? Who the fuck does the editing on this? I'm sorry. You did the same quote twice. High global inflation. Okay. High global inflation rates as well as adverse currency trends. High global inflation rates. Good God. Fire your editor. Microsoft appears to not be as adversely affected, thus maintaining the same price point for their consoles. I know there's a console war going on right now with Sony, between Sony ponies and Xbox, and it's something I will truly never understand. But what I've heard, Sony fanboys justifying the price hike, fanboys blaming Xbox's um, wow. Game Pass? Jesus. My brain just stopped working there for a moment. It'll happen. I do apologize. But Sony fanboys blaming Xbox's Game Pass for one thing or another going on at Sony, it is the epitome of just stupidity. It truly is. I don't understand. It's all the same hardware. It really is. Xbox has just gone they've taken away all illusions and just said, "Hey, look, this is what we are. We're a miniature computer. It looks like a miniature computer. It's got the vent at the top. Even the Series S looks like a smaller computer." That's all it is. It's got a hard drive. It's got a video card, an SSD hard drive. It has all that stuff. Well, welcome to 2010, my consoles with the SSDs. But PlayStation tries to make it look all pretty. Xbox tries to give it a fancy old name, Xbox Series X, the Xbox X, sexy. But they are glorified computers using bare bones technology to get the best processing power out of it as they possibly can. Some games push the limits, some games don't. But to think, really, Xbox versus Sony, it's all about what games you can play. And even if you want to bring PC into the mix, as far as libraries go, there's no arguing who has the biggest library, that's PC. There's no arguing who has the best processing power, that's PC. I am not a PC master race individual in the slightest, but you cannot deny a computer for the price, even for the price, because you can get a bare bones PC for $700 that will outperform most consoles. And the great thing about it is in a year, you can upgrade it. A year from that, you can upgrade it for a couple of $100 instead of having to buy a whole new console. Not to mention all the extra stuff I'm getting off. Okay, back to what I was saying. The only choice, the only decision you have to make as far as which console to buy, whether it's PlayStation or Xbox, is service for whatever like Xbox's Game Pass and Sony's PlayStation Plus, what they make available, what's free, and what games are available. That is really the processing, the video, the all that stuff. It's all the same. The differences are so insignificant. There's really no difference outside maybe the price point. Figure out what games you like to play. And really, what it's going to come down to is what your friends are playing. At least until game developers get their head out of their ass and start allowing their online games, their multiplayer games, to be cross-platform. But I think that's probably more up to Microsoft and Sony to decide to make that final decision. So that's news to me. I just got a kick out of this little dig that Microsoft decided to say PlayStation increases their prices. Microsoft comes out and says, "Nah." Let me know what you think. This is funny to me. If you like what I talk about, leave a like, leave a comment, share if you so desire. Leave a downvote if you want to as well. Let me know what you think, and y'all have a good one. I hope to see you on the next one.